Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play of this year's devcom NRW Indie Expo. And again, I'm not alone, but also with André Bernhard, who is hanging with me since days now, and Robin Mechtel from SmokeStab, because we're going to play Orbital Bullet. And my name is Astrid, and I always forget to introduce myself. Ka-ching! Hello.
Awesome.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. So there's nothing much left for us to say anymore as you did the introduction perfectly, Astrid. But while starting the game, Robin, tell us a bit about the studio. What is the studio? Where is it located? And what's your role in it?
Yeah, we're SmokeStab from Heidelberg, and we're developing Orbital Bullet right now, as you guys can see. And we're 5 people, even me, the founder of the studio, and we also have an artist. It's Richard Schmidbauer, and Nilo and Juha for sound and music. My role is I'm the co-founder, and yeah, it's hard to say what my role really is, because even me, we're like doing everything around game design, programming and stuff. But mostly, yeah, the game design and the gameplay programming are my work.
Okay, so it's not about you only managing the money. No, you are hands-on in the development process, integrated.
It's Yves more of the business guy, but he's also really in the game, like programming stuff. But one has to do it, so Yves is so kind to do the business stuff for us.
So, and while we see Astrid playing here, if you would had to explain the game in 1 or 2 sentences, what would it be? What is the game about?
Yeah, it's a 360-degree action platformer with roguelike elements. Yeah, the sentence is almost a bit rough, but as you can see in the picture, it's like a 2D platformer, but it's all wrapped around the cylinder. So when Astrid shoots, yeah, the bullets travel around the cylinder.
Which is a good thingy.
When I seen the game for the first time, as I played games for a little bit longer, it totally reminds me of Nebulous, if anyone remembers this kind of game. Was that some of your inspirations for making a game design, like wrapping the surface on a cylinder?
Yeah, Nebulous comes up often when we talk about the game. But we heard of it the first time, I think, at PAX East last year, if I remember correctly. Someone told us he played a game it reminds him of, and it was Nebulous, but we haven't heard of it before. So it's not like inspired by it. Another game that gets dropped often is devcom by House. Yeah, simply because they also have this like shooting around the circle thing.
But when we're talking about 2D and 3D environment, you have to switch between the 2 layers of being in the front and in the back, but you only have to jump into the back level somehow when you switch between the levels, or how does this work? Or,
you can see it on the screen that Astrid can jump into the circle right now,
all the time, okay, and there are also enemies.
Yeah, it's connected to those little jump pads you can see.
Yeah,
because we were thinking if we have a full 3D game now, we should use it. So we were like, okay, let's add some layers of depth to it.
Nice.
This was the inspiration for those jump pads.
Yeah.
Also, I think it makes the level more interesting when you have like playfield in the background.
I see.
But there's no possibility. Excuse me. There's no possibility to shoot between the different layers, or are there weapons that can also?
There are some weapons and upgrades that can. For example, later on when we choose some upgrades, there is the train lightning, which like connects nearby enemies with a lightning damage.
Nice.
And this also can go over circles. Also, there is an active item, which is a little turret shooting like lightning laser stuff, and it also can target
Is the game in the end, is it procedural generated? Is it more roguelike, or?
It's some mixture we did because we had a full procedural approach at the start, but it has many issues because you have to like tweak so many parameters to make like good levels.
Okay.
So what you can see is the floor where she is right now is like one template. So it's basically a room if you want to have it like in Isaac or Dead Cells, where they design like rooms and put them together to a level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have like more control how the level looks and feels. But in the end, we also have like procedural, half procedural levels, which are different every time.
What do you recommend to level up at that point?
Oh, that's hard to say. It depends on your play style. Like the left one, where you can jump one more time in the air, is pretty good for general approach. Less recoil is good with almost every weapon, so maybe go for that. If you would like to go for laser weapons, this upgrade is yours. And I guess this one is a little bit specific. Wouldn't recommend that this stage.
I think I
So
would
lots
go
of
with that one.
decisions.
Yeah, also the skill tree has a funny mechanic because we were like, okay, you don't want to have this classic skill tree that you skill one time and then you have this like the same experience each time. So the skill tree is also possible. So each skill gets rolled at the start of the round, and then you can later on build it together to your one full skill tree for this run, which will determine your build.
Okay. Does it feature permadeath? I mean, if Astrid is dying now, she has to start all over again? Or?
I can't see the right corner because I've got things in the way, but there are like these blue triangles we call nanobites. She will like take them with her after dying, but she will lose the remaining progress. So like the skill tree will be lost, yellow credits will be lost, and she can upgrade afterwards. I guess we'll see that in a few minutes.
Because I'm not doing that bad, right?
No.
Oh no, that I didn't.
Pretty well.
I mean, the game is designed to die, so you have to die.
You don't know Astrid's abilities of being able to die.
A one time.
Why does it
She's
say
doing
no,
pretty
no,
well.
no?
You can switch the. You have no armor with the.
Oh.
So,
Yeah. And I can actually also dodge. How?
Yeah, but you have to be careful. You can kill yourself with the nails. Might be dangerous.
I think I go for the rifle.
Did you also play Risk of Rain? Because the visual style reminds me a bit of it.
I played the second game.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't even know if it was released when we started. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So no, it's not like inspired from the great.
Talking about time it started, you started with the development. How long is it in development so far?
Oh, it's a long time. I think it was around 2018 that... Is it 18? Maybe 17, when Eve made a Game Jam game, which was the origin of the game.
Okay.
But we were studying, so we only did like part-time work on the game. And afterwards we went into making it full-time when we had our degree.
What is the pattern here? I can now choose about.
That's what I was talking about. Like you can select what your skill tree will look like. So you can now choose 4 skills that will be added to your skill tree. One of those 2 patterns. And then you can like connect them as everyone knows the skill tree, like from the bottom to the top and the left to the right.
So I like to be like very melee, like in the middle.
I think I would recommend the top skills.
Let's see. What do we have here?
The one in the middle is a bit rough, the dodge bomb. It will also kill yourself if you like not use it properly, so maybe go for either the drone or for the right way.
I like the boots actually, like stomping on enemies, because as I
you can
run out of...
try. I think it's pretty much damage in the early game, so you can try that.
I will. So let's see.
Yeah, and now you like beat the first level of the first biome, and each biome has 2 levels. So at the end of this, there is also like an elite enemy floor, which you have to beat to get to the next level.
I don't like the rocket launcher. How can I get rid of the rocket launcher?
And you mentioned that the game is... maybe you want to help Astrid first with the rocket launcher.
You know what, I would just jump them to death.
You can try
That's
the pistol
fine.
if it has ammo again. I can see it. Because my
It
screen
does.
is a little bit pixelated.
Nice, it does.
So you were talking about the game being in early access, so everyone in the audience that is up for playing the game can download and buy it right now on Steam by looking for Orbital Bullet.
Yes, exactly. It's currently in early access since April. So
Yeah.
we had one major update and a new one coming in a few days.
Oh no! Not the
And when we
rogue
talk about the final release of the game, is there a date planned already?
There is not like a fixed date we have, but it will be around the year from April, so maybe around June or summer next year, next week.
Oh,
Rocket launcher wasn't the best.
So sometime
and
in
what-
2022.
and what is this? This is a different skill tree here that we see here.
Yes. This is the one she can use those blue triangles, the nanobytes, to
Yeah.
increase her possibilities
Ah.
to complete the run. And these won't go away if she dies, so these are permanent.
Yeah. So I can't see whether she has anything to spend.
Yeah,
I can
see it too.
tell you. So we have Medi backpack, like I got more health points, for instance, or I can have, what is this? A dimensional rifts may appear in your runs, which teleports you into parallel universe. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, these
Then
are
we
like
have a combo system where your movement speed is increased when you kill 4 enemies in a very short time, or you get a random weapon when starting a new run. It all sounds fun.
I'll explain them to you. Just the expression of the dimensional rift stuff. So we have some world adjustments when you skill the game, so the runs can feel more different. And in this case, you get a portal where you can have a challenge rift, which will reward you if you clear it. So yeah, some world adjustments, because it just feels good when there is new stuff in the world you haven't seen before. So we put those in the skill tree. Should I explain the other ones to you too? So I think
Sure.
the heal pack down at the left is pretty important because you can heal your health points when you have gotten damage before. Yeah, you have to fully skill it to 10. Like it costs.
Yeah, I would just say it. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to skill it until 10, so you get
Yes.
it. Not because I was thinking, okay, if I only spend 2 points, do I get then 2 weapons every time I play?
Oh no, you have to pay the full
Okay,
amount,
yeah.
but you can invest in them. So if she would be left with 8, I don't know, have you any nanobytes left?
Yes, I do.
You can invest them even though you can't skill it fully, so you
Yes.
won't lose your progress. Because
Nice.
when you start a game, you will lose the current nanobytes you have.
I see.
Spend it.
Open weapons. So, I didn't like the grenade launcher that much. Must say I wasn't that good. Boomerang Boola. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
But I
you
think-
can't equip them yet, but you can see what the pool of your weapons looks like.
Yeah.
So all the locked weapons are also unlockable in the game.
But can you also block some weapons if you don't want to have them, like grenade launcher?
That's a feature. I think it also got requested already, but it's a common request from roguelikes to sooner or later disable weapons because people just don't want to play with weapons they don't like. So we will try to add it later on. I can't
Okay,
promise
so
it, but I think
I thought you're going to say no, we're going to ignore this.
no,
But
no, not. It's important, but it just didn't fit right now. We also thought about a loadout where the player can choose weapons.
Yeah.
But this will also come later because it's pretty powerful, especially when you have more weapons. So it might be an upgrade for later stages.
Yeah.
In the later upgrade.
Talking about community, what's your favorite community tool? Are you using Discord or the Steam forums? How can people interact with you?
Oh, that's a pretty good question because Discord is pretty cool to gather people, and also we have really cool people on our Discord that always report bugs after releases. But the Steam forum is also really active. Like they find super strange bugs and super hard one to fix, especially when it comes to controller support, because you can't test the controllers at home. There are just too many. And it's a great information you get from the Steam forum.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so make sure everyone Check out the Steam forums as well as the Discord.
And wishlist the game. Because cool person actually wishlist game or buy it. Yes, you're right. Or buy the game.
In this case, you can just skip the wishlisting and immediately buy it.
You had the right approach. Just jump up.
Okay, just jump up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's better, easier to say.
What is the price point?
I think currently we're at 13 euros, but we want to increase the price with more future updates. I don't think the next one will increase the price, but in 2 updates we will start to
immediately buy it before it's getting too expensive. How is it? Are there any plans for, or is there any multiplayer mode, something like that?
That's a tough story. Multiplayer is something other people want, and we also hear it on like every. I think, but it's technically not possible for us to make. Also because of the like 2D stuff. So what do the players see? Because if you had a second player like in the background now, will the strides face to one character, or do you have to render them differently for both? So it's really hard to make in our 3D environment. Yeah.
How do I use my perks? Automatically or?
Our perks are like passive stats.
Okay, nice.
I don't know what we got, but normally it's
nice stuff. Alright. Maybe yes.
Maybe.
That's
nice stuff. I got nice stuff.
So, and what's the? I mean, as there are some people bought the game and are playing it already, is there a rough playthrough time? How long it takes to finish the game at this moment, or how much time do people spend within the game?
It's hard to say because in the next update we're at the 5th planet, which will be the full length of the game. So then we can check how long people actually need for one playthrough. But we have an achievement for beating the last boss in 18 minutes, and people can do it. So it's roughly about 20-25 minutes depending on how fast you are, and also 15 minutes if you're super good in the game.
But that's just, that's one run. That doesn't, if you want to discover everything, you have to do several runs.
You have to do one run. We have people that played it for a really long time, but I think the average is like 2 to 3 hours at the moment. But we will increase that too, because there is some content missing, because we're in early access, so there will be more content later on. And if this is in the game, I think we can have endless replay. Also
how many guns and perks are in there at the moment?
I think there are
stat porn.
25 guns and roughly about 20 to 25 as well. But we add more every update we release. So.
And what's your favorite weapon? Are you still playing the game?
Yeah, I still play the game, but not as much as I would like. I'm more fan of the close combat fighting, so I think the submachine gun is really efficient, and also the laser submachine gun. And there also is an energy build with the laser SMG, which is really powerful, and many people like it, and it's really cool to play the game.
I'm actually not doing that bad.
No.
I like the jumpy action. Did I get?
I think I wanted to add something, but I forgot it. That's sad.
Yes, sorry for my rude interruption.
No, it's fine.
We were talking about playthrough time before. Maybe it connects somewhere there. Or multiplayer.
I think it was about the content that would come, but I forgot it. But we can go on.
How important is the story?
So we both know narrators, so it was okay, we need a setting and a story. We have a setting and a story, and it might be true in the end, but we will release more narrative stuff there. Basically, it's at the start, your base gets invaded by the bad company, the Dread Corp, which are the robots suppressing the other people. And you have to, you are this one super soldier that survived this invasion. And now you will have to find the council members of the Dread Corp and eliminate them. And in the end, you can kill the head of the council. And you have to visit those different planets to find the leaders of the platform and also get information where the boss is. So when she clears this planet, hopefully in this one, you will go to the next planet and find the next boss, and like this you go on to the final boss.
So these worlds, the worlds also look quite different than I expect, or?
Yeah, like I don't want to spoil the next planet, but it will be the jungle-like biome. So yeah, I don't know if we will see it in action, so I might talk about it. And later on there are much more. So at the moment we have 4 biomes.
Oh, what is that kind of weapon?
This is my shotgun, but my little bug friend here is always running away. So it took me some time to use it.
So I guess the mini... Go ahead.
So there are 4 biomes at the moment. Like we have the jungle, which is the next one. In the next one we'll have a water place, like a laboratory, an underwater laboratory. And afterwards, meat factory. Maybe you can... If you want an image like the meat factory in Super Meat Boy, with lots of chainsaws and blood and stuff. So yeah, like that.
I don't have a health pack.
I guess the minimap is hidden by our little portraits in the corner, so we can't see how far they're progressing.
There is no minimap. I don't need a minimap. Let's see.
Yeah, come on. This is also something, the enemy you just saw has like a shield on top of him. So you have to first jump on its head before you can actually shoot it.
What are those blues? I mean, can I actually...
You can shoot it. It will just drop you some currency for skilling.
Yes.
Ah, yes, nice.
I should have done that before. And where can I get some health points?
You might find a shop. I don't know if you already had one.
I already was in the shop and I actually bought like a health package. I was in the shop.
You can press what kind of controller do you use? Like the back or select button?
What is the back and select?
Yeah.
That is the right one? Yeah?
Yes. So you can like teleport between the cleared floors, the light gray ones. So if you want to like travel back, but there was no shop because shops are marked with a yellow ring. So
so I only thought I found
maybe we can
shop.
make a sneak. Go to the map again, please.
No, I don't want
to.
I will kill the bat now.
Don't wanna interrupt. Yeah, this one was the shielded one.
So, oh, there's another one. I think I'm going to die. I am so sorry.
Oh, it's not that way.
I'm so sorry, but I felt that I wasn't that bad, and unfortunately, we are already at the end, which is really like an unfortunately now because I would love to go on playing.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
me as well.
It's a little bit tragic about roguelikes that you will see pretty much the same thing at the start because you die over and over again. But later on, it will be really cool.
I'm sure. I mean, it was already cool after 20 minutes. It was fun. I guess it pretty much brings us to the end, you know, that winky stuff that we do and like saying goodbye.
It was a pleasure, Robin. Astrid, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Yep, also enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.